Alright, welcome back. Building factory, like we always do, right? Only today we have chores we have to deal with first. I think we need that Megadar first in order to get through this properly. And after this is all done, we get to go do lead, which I'm very much looking forward to. It's part of the, core of the factory I've been building out. I have a little bit of interest in that. Someone please take this salt away from me. Thank you. Megadar here probably doesn't exist, right? Alright, so let's head south, fill up the soda again, and then snag a radar dish. Do I have one? That would be embarrassing if I do. No. Oh, good. Alright, let's go grab one then. See, I knew this. This is my plan all along. Alright, soda machine almost empty. When I'm on my last set of cans, that's going to be like critical time to get it working up north. And it shouldn't be hard. Just make sugar and then the seed. There's a seed syrup, right? And that only requires a bunch of stuff I've already grown, so it's just a matter of assembly right there. Though it's also going to be in competition for guar beans, yeah? Alright, well, I just took the wrong turn here. Give me a Megadar. Just one. All I need. Alright, and once again, crush that energy drink. Forward. Always. Hyper. It reduces your ability to criticize your own decisions, I think that might be by design. Energy drink leads to more energy drink. And up here, see, we have this problem that when we push forward the glorious outer shell of the factory, we now no longer have full radar coverage up here because the front line has just gloriously advanced so far. We can fix that. Take this Megadar. Right there. Okay, good. Good. Slam me down right there. If I run away, we can go back and see. All is clear now. We can now see the second problem. First problem dismissed. Second problem is GUAAAAAR is having a problem where the belt is completely full. And I could have sworn I set this up where this wouldn't happen. See, we have 16,000 GUAAAAAR on the belt, and we can't make seeds because of it. I mean, we're slowly making the seeds. Slowly. We're also putting the seeds back, which is curious. Curious, I say. Okay, so suppose 3 pulls off and 2 put back on. Yeah, this is an old style design, and it is not good. Anyway, this should be disabled. This is disabled. This means I missed one, and it's just been filling the belt this entire time. Alright. We're missing something. Did I pick something up at some point? Oh, turn that back on. I mean, almost certainly true, right? Right. Anyway, don't think about that right now. What we have is you are disabled. Where is this? Why aren't you disabled? Is it so simple? I mean, I know I have to audit all of these. Disabled. Well, it should be easy. Which one is moving? And it's that guy. Do you think this guy alone has filled the entire area with guar seeds? This is why I don't do that. Oh, don't do that. I do not do this style anymore. Because it's just too much of a pain. Here, I will take your guar. Oh, and you're not even copied and pasted. There, you should be disabled by control behavior now. Alright, so we gotta check each and every one of these. So come along on a magic journey with me as we search for my error. See, there's another one. I want to bet most of these along this line are not set up properly. There. Okay, so you're better now. And I bet everybody saw this. And then right here again. It's almost like I copied and pasted this wrong. And I bet everybody saw it and nobody told me. I am here for your amusement, no doubt. This guy's got the same problem. And copy and paste. I bet you it's going to be every other one for this entire time. Well, the good news is this problem, once fixed, will sort itself out eventually. That there is no need to get too hyped up about it. Alright, good. Configured correctly, and let's go this entire run, because yeah, you're wrong too. Every other one of these is wrong. Good, good. Then you're going to be wrong. Kind of looks like both of you are wrong because of problems from this oil patch being used. Alright, so that's fine. Oh, and I can't get through here? Well, screw you too, buddy. We'll do this one and come around again. And yep, there's that same problem. Wire you up, and at the end of the day, this will probably not be fixed, but perhaps it's fixed a little better. And this red line doesn't even have any input into it, so all these guys are going constantly. I did a really sloppy job with this. I must have been in a hurry. No, I mean a really sloppy job. Alright, so there, now disabled by control behavior. Yeah, there. I hooked it up, I guess. No, there's still this problem right here. I wonder why. You go there, and then you go there. Now all these disabled by control behavior. Okay, so many of the rogue elements have been quelled. You'll soon be able to declare glorious victory. And that guy is not set up correctly. Alright, so you shouldn't be going at all. Why are you going? Shouldn't you be disabled? Yes. Alright, so this is a recent event there. It's filling up and then it will stop. Makes very pleasant noises when it's running. Like the wind in the trees. It's like disabled, disabled, disabled. Yep. And yep. Yep. Yep and yep. Good. Good, 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 good. And then that's like that. And that's like that. That's like that. And that's like that. Okay, all that is great. Fantastic work. Everyone can feel good about themselves. And over here, disabled, 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 and disabled. Okay, so what should happen now is if I could ever get a read on this somewhere, right here, the amount of GUAAAAAR should be slowly falling over time because it's being removed in seed format right here. And these guys should start turning up faster and faster. Already there's more of them going. Right now they're only held back by the fact there's no room on the belt. But then there's space being taken up here because we're so imbalanced. I don't know. Maybe this will work out. Maybe this is a disaster, right? Huzzah. I kind of want another one of these. But nothing's getting through. No, that's a little getting through. Unless that's biomass. Yeah, it is. It is. It's a different pile of... It's a different brown pile. This guy's waiting for... No, what's this guy waiting for? Oh, he's probably going and getting sand. Here, have more sand. And so... Maybe this is better? Maybe? I should check back in on it later, right? Okay. Alright, so I think we can check this off our list, right? Probably okay. We'll look in again later. Yeah, this idea I had here, you need to keep the seed lines separate. And if I was more dedicated to the cause, I would do that right now. But, I'm not. Do we have the exact same problem over here? No, because the seed line is separate. See? This is good, and over here is bad. I should be doing this right here, but I'm not. Ah, well. Okay, live and learn. Missing one. I'll have to put that back. So, the next problem we have is good old sulfur fountain right here does not have power. By that I mean liquid power. Didn't you... Weren't you powered by like natural gas or something? Or were you wired into the gasoline off here? Oh, and you guys have no power. Ah, so. I see. I understand. This has broken right there. And this is, of course, a mess that needs to be fixed one day. But we can just make it slightly better today, right? Okay, good. And you are chugging down. Here, we even get to do something special. We are very sulfur limited at the moment. So we're gonna see. Oh, we don't have any speed mods? Kinda past that, I guess. We're gonna turn you on. We're just gonna jerk you up all the way. Why not, right? And that takes how much? Oh, I didn't confirm. Okay, like that. 300 megawatts, a third of a gig. Might even be visible. Nah. Alright, don't worry about it. And that jerks us up to 21 a second. And so without anything at all, it's at 20 a second to produce 3. So it's like 6 units of fluid for every sulfur produced, right? Just about. And if I speed module it just to the hilt, it's 21 a second. So it's much more efficient to do it this way. Much. I mean, it costs electricity. Right now, I don't have any problem with that. I suppose I could even do the forbidden thing. And put even more, right? Even more. Yeah, now it's at 27 a second. And it doesn't, it overlaps with each other because it's not in the same band. And if I jerk up right there, uh-oh, no friend. I turn, and it's back to being happy. And I go right here, it's like, uh-oh, no friend. I go like that. This is all in the plan. Alright, so it's producing at 28 a second, 27 a second. Alright, I declare this good. I declare this good for now. Maybe I should go get another one while I'm on the topic. Here, take that off. Why are we crying? Oh, did we never actually fill this out? Oh, we never did. Oh, we're doing that now. And I should also consider adding in another sulfur mine, right? Maybe I'll just do a survey. Maybe just turning it on is good enough. I don't know. After this, though, we get to do lead, and that's going to be great. Over here. Where do we do this? We do this right here, right? We get the happy, fluffy trees. Okay, and Back we go. We'll finally... Yeah, we'll let the bots do this, but only as a surprise. So... bonus chore, I guess. Here, notepad, dismissed. We're going to do this calc, and then we're going to deal with sulfur. And then, after that, lead mining. Doesn't that sound great? Lead mining. Alright, go do it, guys. Boom, 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 boom. And we will finally have full power cacao production. Oh, and we're almost certainly almost out of liquid power. Yeah, I gotta go take care of that too. We'll do that before doing lead, because lead is going to be a very bot-intensive process. So I guess just kind of right here, just kind of hanging out. The rest of those. Yeah, this is the proper way to do things. How are we doing here? Down to 15k, starting to flow. This is good. We still need all this material back on the belt, so it's still terminally clogged. But in time it should balance out, right? Hopefully. Before we switch topics though, sulfur. Sulfur just spewing out. Still not fast enough, right? I'm willing to dedicate a gigawatt to sulfur, I think. How is it I trip over sulfur? Here, I can look, right? I can search. Sulfur. Now I can make it out of bitumen. There's one right there. That's within territory. This is actually probably the best one right here, right? Unless you are usable. I think you are usable. That looks usable to me. That's going to be on the inside. Okay, we're going to take that sulfur and we're going to give it the same treatment. Oh, we only have one beacon left. Ah, well, it's fine. It's fine, I say. It's fine. Oh, we need a sulfur mine. So, go grab one from the warehouse. And it's got this distinctive look, right? Right there. That's a sulfur mine. Yeah. Okay. So, run, 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 run. Then back, 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 back. Sulfur mine right here. And you need liquid power, which used to be common in these parts. It still is. Alright, so you need to dump into an aerial outpost. Probably like that, right? To leave enough space. Yeah, that's just enough space. Alright, good. Then we'll get power in, and then we will beacon the snot out of it, because we can. Get the full value for... This is going to be a nightmare to move around once I come and start doing chromium, but that's fine. We will be okay in the end. Alright, you are at 3 a second. I'm like, nah, man, you can do better. 11 a second. Nah, man, you can do better. There, and now you go right there and just turn it up. Turn it up all the way. And where do you suppose the nearest power is? Well, certainly right next door, right? Yeah. Oh, ugly. Here, let's not do it like this. I've learned the ways of putting things down to make nice straight lines. Alright, there we go. So you are now churning at... Why so little? Why so little? Oh, 21 now. Okay, never mind. Oh, wait, it says it's only 12.5 a second. Oh, okay. I was reading it wrong before. And up here, it's 16.4 a second for consuming quite a lot of gasoline a second. Why am I not seeing the fluid consumption? Why am I not seeing fluid consumption here? No, serious question. I don't see it. Oh, 45 a second. It says down there. I wonder why I wasn't showing it on the UI. Or am I blind or confused? There, consumption, right there. 42.4 seconds. What? Oh, it's right there in front of my face and I just wasn't seeing it. In fact, blindness was the answer. Okay, got it. Understood. Makes sense to me. I understand stories that begin with and end at, and I'm an idiot. Their sulfur has arrived. This is picked back up. Why aren't you going? You should be ready to go. You cannot vent. You cannot vent because this is broken, it looks like. Alright, let's go fix that. The problem with looking at issues is that all too often you find issues. What's going on here? It's a fast underground belt, and it should not be. It should just be a belt. There you go. And it was concealed by the furnace. Alright, so that's gonna tick production of all this stuff up just a little bit. Actually, we're gonna be curious to see if any can slip by. This gigantic wave of pyrite. Yes, some can slip by. That's a little wasteful, but it's not anywhere near the end of the world. What is going on? Oh, you're not hooked up correctly. Penta, you're doing the other thing. This thing. Thing that looks exactly the same as the other thing, only it's different. There we go. Now you start. Okay, see, it's good I come and I look. We look, we learn. It's like this could have completely backed up and caused me major misery. But instead, I went and I looked. And yes, there's the same problem hiding right there. Oh good, I bet you're right there too. See, look. All those teachers who said I was incapable of learning even the simplest tasks, look at me now. Look how I can actually get some things done. Alright, what's our problem over here? Where aren't you going? No steam? That's illegal. Oh, and accurate, because I never hooked this guy up to steam. Well, I did a really sloppy job here. Yeah. I should get some sort of demerit for this. But I suppose the factory is its own reward, just as the factory is its own punishment. And right now, we should take a look at the original phosphorus acid. And it just makes more every time a new wave of phosphorus or phosphate rock arrives. And it's being ticked out here, and more is happening. And the actual answer here is to, yeah, go put more in. So this is filling up, and very soon it's going to overflow, and we're going to start making phosphate, phosgene gas, hydrofluoric acid, all the second tier products. So good. I really should wire more ore in now that I see it's even a little bit of a problem. But guess I'm not doing that, right? Lead. I think it's time to start talking about lead, right? Alright, and we have lead problems. Let's start making a list, right? So where are my notes? The real notes, the plans for the future. Right here. Alright, so let's go through lead. Here, let's do this. Lead proc. Tell me what I'm going to need. And we're going to need a lot of screeners. It's a 5-to-1 reduction at the first step, so that's great. That immediately goes down to 1 belt. So screeners, right, the entire block of those, that's going to be times 36, right? And then we're going to need impact crushers. Impact crusher. To smash that to grade 2. And then screener again, so screener times 2 here. So it's following the copper path, it looks like. Okay, so we have some reflux here from grade 2 to grade 1. But it looks like it's pretty minor, right? Yeah. So each grade 2 is 4 grade 1, so it's 25% reflux. Okay. And then after that, secondary crusher. And then, yeah, secondary crusher, screener. And then we get silver lead dust. And then silver lead dust goes into the level 3 processing. And it does all this stuff, which we're not going to think about. All right, we're just going to think about what we've already said. So we need all the screeners that were ever made right there. We need secondary crushers and impact crushers. Secondary crusher and then impacts are down here, right? Right? Why do I have this knowledge in my head? All right, so we have everything. Oh, we need a lot more of you. And probably some more of you. All right, good. Now we're ready to go. We have personal logistics on? We do. So, with the 5-to-1 crushing pattern and the screener opener, it seems like lead is going to be following copper, right? Here, what's this doing here? Pick that up. Except it's only going to have one input. But maybe it follows titanium then? I think maybe. Give me a screener. Where are you, screener? Right there. We want to process lead, please. Right there. Oh, it's not even following this. Because, there's no waste. It's only a single step right here. Just crush the lead. So do we have to do something new here? Wow. So actually probably not totally new. Like here, let's do this. Start from all the way over here, right? And grab all this right there. Is this lead? Oh, we need to put a lead input in. Maybe. No, we'll do this. This will be fine. We have the dot, right? And the dot tells us where to put everything. And so what this just means is that this central line right here doesn't happen. And we can move them closer together. All right, so we should not do any of this. Guys, sorry, just stop. Please stop. Oh, and I never went and got more fuel. Oh, that's a problem. All right, so we're gonna work on a single unit here, guys. And this is all just for guidance, but this is all gonna change, right? Because it's gonna change size. This was just an exercise in me annoying the bots. All right, let's go get fuel before we do this, because obviously it's gonna run out if I don't. And that would be an enormous problem, wouldn't it? So off we go. Down here, down here, down here to here. I have to get rid of a ton of my stuff. So I don't have, oh look, it's already completely out in places. You, the opposite of that. Alright, right there, right there. All of you come with me. I still haven't made the proper amount of containers because I'm lazy and bad. Right there. There. Fill it right back up, and now we're left waiting. The worst thing in the world. Waiting. Just letting the machine go. I could speed module it. Alright, just playing. Alright, like that. Now we're good, now we're good. This goes right there. Okay, now we're actually for real good. Did I just... Oh, because it's working so hard. Okay, got it. Never mind. That's fine. Alright, so now that we have bot fuel back in the system, it is now time to redesign a lead crusher. But first, we should probably pull in primary lead in. We'd almost do 4 off this, right? Maybe. So like the problem is, we have this line right here, which does not exist in the lead context. So, oh, I guess it stays the exact same size, and this just doesn't twist around. Is there any better way we can do this? We could snake belt it in through the center, but that doesn't leave any space for beacons. Here in the most important place for beacons of all the places to put beacons. So no, that's not really an option. Then this has to come down like this. So we have the beacon square right here, where I will put the beacon. We have power in like this. Here, let's go all the way. Lead. You go to lead, 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 lead. So I guess it's gonna stick with the same pattern. Lead or grade 1. There's just gonna be ore in and then lead out. Why am I not doing this symmetrically? Why is that? There, now that's symmetrical. Still needs both of those. That's fine. We have space in the center, and the ore will come in, and yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Alright, so now we copy paste right there, and it just lines up exactly. So I kind of freaked out a little bit. Inappropriately this time. So many of my freakouts are incredible, just absolutely warranted, 100%. This one was perhaps not quite as much as the others. I mean, still obviously warranted, but just maybe not quite like it was. So we pick up all this right here, and we are acknowledging to ourselves and the good Lord that there is stuff here that we don't actually want in our inventory. We don't actually want on this block. We're just gonna have to deal with that in a moment, right? So put that down. I angry put that down. Is boric acid still connected? Yes. Is it over connected? Yes. It's still connected? Good. What's going on with that? I don't know. What's going on with that? I don't know. Is that copied from over here? What's going on with this? It doesn't know. Ah, there we go. We have a bitumen line here, which is obviously overactive. And then right there. Good. Alright, so this is slightly awkward, and we're going to try to bring stone out properly so we don't have to do that over here. And we'll have a little bit of embarrassment that we avoid this time, showing once again that we do have some minuscule ability to learn. Alright, so we have lead, primary lead in. We're not going to switch it over quite yet. Actually, we should copy and paste this, right? Take you, put you right here. And then you will leap down, and you will serve as the other half of this equation. Right here. Alright, so I will be moving this over to here because this guy is pulling quote-unquote waste lead down there, but it is not. Why do we have a flashy thing right here? What is wrong? It's down here. Oh. Another one missing? Another one missing. Oh, wait. I picked up one from somewhere. That makes me uncomfortable, but I'm willing to go along with it. Alright, and for our last trick, you no longer need that. You have moved up in the world. You can think of better things. Alright, Sue, now you gotta put these guys in, right? Thus completes this block. We should probably pull power lines all the way down. Okay, right there. Fully connected. Excellent. Oh, we can actually see the diet beacon right here. I started having it consume enormous amounts of electricity in the name of sulfur. That's good, right? That doesn't need to be there. So, lead will come in. We will clip it right here and get ready. And it will pour down, and it comes through these crushers. Is a simple transformation right here at a 5-to-1 ratio. I guess we don't have to do it like that, huh? So we do it like that. We do it like this. And again, we are engaging in the complete fantasy that we can keep all of this supplied with ore. I do not think this is possible. I do not care. I like how it looks. And we are going to base everything from here on as if we can keep this fueled to run 24/7. And that is how we will size everything. And if at some point, for some reason, it turns out we need more, we will copy and paste this entire line slightly to the east, no, the west. Alright, so next block. This block accomplished. I'll go get, oh wait, not finished quite here. That, pick up that, pick up that. I suppose we should also trim this over here, right? Just for tidiness. It's important to be tidy. Alright, so very simple transformation. Crush the lead, make little bits of lead. Awesome, right? So, where to now, eh? We take the little bits of lead and we make littler bits. We're into the impact crusher now. All right, time for rates. So we have, each one of these makes 0.66 lead grade 1 a second. And it's going to reflux a little bit, so we're going to have to just wait to this. We'll just hold on. 0.66 times 36 means we're making about 24 a second from all these. And if we look again, iron proc. Oh, excuse me. Lead proc. Right there. If we look ahead, it's 50% goes into lead grade 2, and then 50% of that goes into lead grade 3, with 50% of that, 50% of the result going into lead grade 1 again. So here we have 4 lead grade 1s, and out of that we have half a chance for 1 lead grade 1. So I guess it's 8-to-1, not 4-to-1 like I said. So out of every 4 lead grade 1s, 1 comes back. So it's 24 divided by 8 plus everything again. So the total number of lead grade 1 we have to deal with is 26.73. Beautiful, right? Now we can move forward. And we throw out an impact crusher. Still one of the best buildings in the game. And you crush. And you make stone. And so you're going to need to handle near 27 of this. And so you're divided by 1.33. So we need 20 of these guys. We should probably be able to fit this in. Can I get 10 of these in a row? Can I just do 2 rows of this? And it's another reduction step. So we can get away with just 1 input and 1 output. So a pair of hug lines. So we have the input on the back, right? And then we'll have the output, both of them, on the center. Right there, right there. You are not the right spot. Oh, hopefully we can get around this volcanic pipe too. Because that's going to throw off this entire build. Obviously we are straight in, and then we need 2 out, unfortunately. So we have to go get more PC parts. And like that. And you are like this. And then copy it. No, not yet. Use filter stone. You are only doing stone. Then use filter lead grade 2. Right? Bang, bang. Suppose that's better to be like that. It's an awkward sized building. What was it? Even number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Awkward. Cannot center something that's even. We're already out of hands, and this is already not going to work. So pull that over all the way to the side. We need beacon space, right? Pull that all the way over there. And then same story right there. And then pull this all up, and we have beacon space right in the center. It's like too much actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's exactly enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. All right, so the grade 1 comes around. It gets turned into stone and grade 2, which we will handle right here. And I really, really want to get 10 of these in a row. So let's see if I get my wish. I'm going to get it. There's no way. We're going to make it work. Absolutely right. Or maybe not. Oh no, please no. Oh, we can only do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can only do 8 here. Oh, big sad face. This is only 16. And we need like another row. Oh, big sad face. So I guess we overbuild a bit. Pull this all up. This is gonna go right here, I suppose. Assuming it's in line. Oh, so very sad. Alright, so like that. And then it'll curve around like it does. And I guess we have to put more right down here, right? Will they fit? Kimberlite vein right here. What we really want is you. I guess it's going to fit pretty well, considering, right? Like, we're only going to be able to... We're going to have some holes. But we don't need the entire thing because of, just how numbers work. So that was 16, and then here's 20, and we're going to have 22. Alright, that's fine. That doesn't make me terribly angry. And it means we get to absorb this impediment right here without any issue, which is just graceful. That's what I'll say. It is graceful. So, yeah, I guess this is our height then. There's no point in moving it up or down anymore. So you come right there. And then this guy will come right here. And then like so. get joined by our buddy from right here, and now we sort out all the stone. Output priority to the other side. Stone, right? Then we have to pick a line which doesn't negatively impact us. Difficulty level impossible. So right there. We will choose this to be the stone line. And we will not even get close to over there, so we're just avoiding that problem. And we will now vent stone. Caravans are nice. Even trains are okay, a little bit. But you cannot beat the glory of the belt. Alright, so that's all cleaned. Let's go grab more screeners and more impact crushers. Mostly because I need more screeners and also more impact crushers. Probably gonna have to go rob the screener box. What I want is what is in here. Then impact crushers. Right there. Can't flip there. Close enough? Alright. Just need one pack, I think. Give me a lot of hands. Give me a lot of hands. We need to go rob screeners. And that's done right about here, I think. Trying to find my way without looking. And I'm failing pretty hard, aren't I? Yeah, I did screeners early. At least I thought I did. Apparently not this early. Alright, fine. I give up. Where is it? Over there. I ran right past it. If only I could see. If only I had been given eyes to see, I would not be in this embarrassing shape. Oh, the trials of being me. Right down here. We are in copper, titanium. Just bombs away, guys. Put all this stuff down. There. And now that is ready to go, and that is ready to go. High five, whale. We are left with our next step, which is taking lead grade 2 and turning it into lead grade 3, right? Yeah, right here, this recipe. And this is screener time again. And it's another 2 to 1. So let's see what this is going to take. Screener, where are you? I summon thee. We only have 4 left. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, gentlemen. Is it in line? Is this properly lined? Yes, properly lined. Good. Lead grade 3. So this has 2 products. One is a reflux product. So what we have here is 20 of these impact crushers running, and they are producing 0.66. So times 0.66. And then that's going to be making 13 and change lead grade 3 a second. And so we divide by 1.33 again, we should have roughly half. Right, so we need 10 of these guys. Which is such an awkward number, because it's not going to fit, right? Well, it's going to fit in the end of this, so good, I suppose. And it's keeping pace with everything else, so... This is how we're doing, we know we're doing something vaguely correct. And again, I'm just going to put this all in the same book. Can I just copy this from somewhere? Like, not like that. It's kind of like this, right? This is exactly what... No, that even has remnants. We want an even simpler version. Doesn't look like it exists, huh? Alright, we'll just make it. Stop thinking, start doing. And then you're just in, and we need our dual outs right here. And this has to be... Let's do that. Don't be like that. Oh, and I didn't put any power on any of this. Like, any of it. That's kind of the ultimate in neglectful, isn't it? Alright, so we'll fix that. We'll fix it. We'll fix it just fine. Don't worry about it. And right here. There. 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 Lastly, I guess we stop right here. It's kind of stubby. But that is okay. We forgive it anyway. Alright, next. What I need to do is continue working on you. We have 1 and 3 coming out. So filters, lead grade 1, and filters lead grade 3. This is your purpose in life, and you will be sorted like the stone was sorted. And what we need now, that right there, and then this is in, which we will deal with, and we have to put 10 of you in. Can we manage this? I think we pretty much can, right? I mean, without any problems whatsoever. It can't be in one line, but it fits very well in another line. And we'll put in 2 more just for extra. Just so this step shall never be the bottleneck, you know? Here, have a couple more machines. So, good, right? I think I can look at this and say that it is good. Wish that wasn't like that. I wish it was simple and square. In fact, we're going to simple and square it right there. And that guy's off, isn't he? No. No. The lines are getting to me. I'm starting to see things that aren't there. Alright, so this will eventually be complete. And it doesn't really matter what level it's at because we're done with this block after this, right? So we do this. And then the number 1 comes in. No, the number 2 comes in and then gets crushed to number 3. So then this comes right here in our same line. And we do a loopy abouty. Output priority to the other side. Lead grade 1. Right there. It will take you back and you will reflux. Come in right here and you must be used with preference. No, excuse me. Input priority from that side. I don't think it's going to have to be, the input line is going to have to be balanced because it's taking from both sides over here. Though there's going to be bias for one side because I have too many machines. It's the downside of this process I'm setting up. I hope there's more screeners by the time I need more screeners. Anyway, next block, let's go. Doing quite well, making good time. So lead grade 3, you get dusted, right? So this means you are going into a secondary crusher, I believe. Yep. It is a 1-to-1 conversion. So we're looking at probably 10 here, probably. Probably. Right here-ish. I want you to crush. I want you to crush lead. And this is a 2 in, 2 out. So we need half as many here. So we only need 1 line. Okay. No problem. That's a pretty happy ending if you ask me. And then we'll just assume the beacons are going to be on the top, right? Even though they can be anywhere here. And we need 5 of these guys. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And it's just a pass-through process, right? For those of you unaware of how I babble, that means there is 1 unit in, 1 unit out. So this takes Yeah, it's 1-to-1 here. It's just a pass-through process. And so I can neglect this step when calculating rates for the next areas. So down we go. And that'll happen somehow. It'll be great. We'll turn the power on, and we have a little more room here. I even overbuilt, and we have a little more room. There. And power line should come in right here, right? Because straight lines, right? Okay, good. Straight lines. Straight lines, good lines. Don't look at that. Especially don't look at that. Oh God, I want to vomit. This remains remarkable. I love this, in fact. This is an amazing pattern. Yeah, let's turn that off. So next, for us, I need to figure out where the dust is going. And we're off the map, right? 1 hour in, and so wait a second. We have to start looking now. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Lead ore. The lead ore is used in all sorts of stuff, actually. This will be taken from the box, so we don't have to worry about that. But once we start processing it, then we have to care. All right, so grade 1 is only used in grade 3. Yeah. And then this is grade 2. It's only used to make grade 3. And then grade 3 is only used to make dust. And dust, now we have to look. It's used to make silver. It's used to make this. Okay, it's still only used internally. You can make it in other ways. Ooh. So by making zinc concentrate, we can make silver lead dust that has to come in. So what we need now is a caravan outpost. This is going to be very minor, I think. Maybe not even a caravan outpost. Maybe just drag it over. And this is in the zinc line. Yeah, I'm going to run a belt over. It'll look better. Alright, so that's where that will come in. It will join in right here. And now we're in another new area. Lead, proc. Silver, lead, dust. This is what we're doing. Alright, we need more stuff. Hydroclassifier. That is a thing we need. And then that goes from silver, lead, zinc, pulp, which is different from the solution right here. All right, so silver, lead, zinc, pulp has additives to it, and then it makes refined silver, lead, dust, and silver, lead, zinc, pulp. And we have to think about this real hard so that all sides go if one side clogs. So we have to follow both paths. So let's follow the refined silver lead dust. And then that goes to a ball mill. Ball mill. And then stage 2, and then stage 2 goes to stage 3 in a screener. Didn't really want to see that. And then that's not related. Refined silver lead dust stage 3. Where are you? Silver lead dust stage 3. It can go into silver lead solution. Here, maybe if I alt on that. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. That goes directly into molten silver. And this is the best way to get molten silver, strangely enough. Is there any better? What do I have available to me? Yeah, obviously I don't got that. Obviously I don't got that. Do I have you? No. So this is all I can do right here. All right, so the refined silver lead dust right here. gets dumped out into silver. And if silver clogs, then we have to come over here. And we have to take the dust and we vent it by dumping it into silver lead solution. So just stick a pin in that. Okay, ball mill, screener, and then we're done. So just stick a pin in that. We're a silver lead zinc pulp right here. And then it goes into stage 2 of the pulp in a leaching station. Got that written down. Okay, great. And then the stage 2 pulp comes here in a flot. Right. And then it makes silver lead solution stage 1. And then it joins together with this. These two join together to make stage 1 silver lead solution. Okay, this should be used first. That'll have to be regulated with valves, which I can do. I'm vaguely capable of doing, right? All right, so then we take the solution and it goes to a hydrocyclone. Great. Hydrocyclone. And then it becomes both stage 2 and stage 3. So stage 1 becomes stage 2 and stage 3. Stage 2 is then upgraded to stage 3. So this just is stage 3 with extra steps. Thickener. Right there. So yes, those join together. It first is separated and then is joined. And then silver lead solution stage 3 in a filter then becomes concentrate, right? Yeah. And then concentrate in a solid sep becomes high-grade lead. And then high-grade lead gets melted just like everything else. All right, so we have to ask ourselves 2 questions. First question, what happens when we don't need any more silver? That then it's this clogs, which means we then overflow onto this, and we make solution, and it comes right here. It has to be used with preference right here, so we do the silver line first, and then it goes. What happens if lead clogs? Well, we don't need any lead, so that this is not going anywhere. So at this step right here, we cannot vent the silver lead zinc pulp stage 1. So this cannot go forward. So we have to make silver plate by another method. Which is not you. Silver lead solution stage 1 and a fuel rod. Is this what we want? I've already forgotten. Silver lead solution stage 1 right here, looking at it right here. We can get an abundance of this because it comes straight through to here and we get the dust and that goes out. And then if we vent, it vents to silver lead solution. So it comes here on this side. And so we can process this to here, process this to here, and then we can get to this point again. Silver lead solution stage 1. And then with silver lead solution stage 1, we can add a fuel rod, which really hurts. Oh my god, look how expensive this is. Wow, this is expensive. And there's not even, I can't even add hot air to this. Why doesn't hot air help me here? Like, this is not what I want to do with my life. Fuel rods are too expensive. Like right here. Let's review. Fuel rods are made from
lead container, and I don't even have the plutonium right now. I can go get some from the south factory, but I don't have that right now. Like, I don't want to do this. This doesn't suit its purpose, you know? This is too expensive. I do not like this recipe. Like, it's not even an upgrade. This is just a better vent. This is already super duper expensive. I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have that. Wow, these are expensive. Just no. Just straight up no. So what we have to do then is step back yet again. So if what I did down south, I think I remember now, in that if lead, there's no pull on lead. So we're at this stage right here. What can we do with silver lead dust? We can just take you directly to silver, right? It's not efficient, but it works. So if lead clogs, we just take the dust and we go directly to silver. And that is, I think, undoubtedly better than using a fuel rod to smelt the solution. Like, you get more silver out of that path, but it's not good. So this is what we have to do right now. So let's just put that down while this is in our head. So this should proceed onward towards its glory. You need to go output priority of that size. But we have to account for the possibility of overflow. And when it overflows, we come here. And here is where the silver smelter of last resort lives. I don't even think we need these many. We're going to put down 5, because 5 is an awesome number. I believe this works. Maybe this works. And when lead has no draw, we make silver this way. And when lead does have a draw, we make silver in a more advanced fashion. This seems to make sense to me. Of course, I'm completely deranged. So let's just put that in, and just that vent is there. And now we need a whole lot of buildings. Actually, we probably have a lot of these. Like, I have ball mills and hydroclassifiers on me. Let's just go with what I got. So next up, where are we going? Silver lead dust. We now go to solution right here in hydroclassifier, and this is the great split. So hydroclassifiers, which I have on me right now, goes right here, and we figure out how many of these we need. I need you to make something lead. Which I don't see, obviously. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Bam. What I need you to do is to take the lead dust and turn it into refined silver lead dust and then output. So we got just another straight in, straight out. We're going to do a row right here. So right here is where that needs to be. And then like this. And I haven't even decided how many of these I'm going to need to have. Which I should probably do, right? Yeah. Alright, so all you guys step up. We're moving kind of fast on this, aren't we? Especially considering the complexity. We should probably turn you guys on. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice straight line. Of course, we immediately ruin it right here. Maybe we do this instead. Nice straight line. Great. So next up, dust comes in, refined silver comes out. Alright, so we need this many, and this is making how much? It doesn't matter, it's just a pass through. So clip that out of our equation. Well, wait a second, don't clip that out. We need 20 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have I made a mistake somewhere? 2, 3, 4, 5. Have I made a mistake somewhere? I feel a sudden urge to do the math again. Come, boys and girls, let's do the math again. So let's just start over. Let's redo it all. 36 times 0.66. Whenever something doesn't make immediate sense to me, start over, try again. We work with the fiction that we can keep all of these fueled. We can't, but we're just going to imagine that. So that comes under just under 24. Just under 24 divided by 1.33. 0.33. And it gives me just under 18 for this, but we also know that some of that comes back. And we know it's 1/8. And then, so that's divided by 8 plus, no, it's times 9/8. That's what that means, right? Yeah, that gives me the same number. Good. I did a slightly more clever way. All right, this is 20 a second. In here, we have to divide by 1.33. To find out, we need 15 of these guys, and instead we have more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, times 0.66. All right, never mind. Needed 20 of... No, that's how much... All right, so times 9/8 is how much grade 1 comes in. And so it gets divided by 1.33. And it says we need 15 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I make the mistake here? Do I even need this? Like, I'm gonna keep it, I think, but maybe not. Maybe not. Have I made... Because then I can move this up and everything saves more space. I'm suddenly assailed by doubt. My own ability to perform mathematics. Alright, let's do it again. It's the only thing to do, right? We think about it, we think about it, we think about it again. So, what we're looking for is how much material is coming through, how much grade 1. And we did the math on that, and we know that 1/8 of it comes back again. Because it's divided by 2 right here, and then it's divided by 2 in the next step, and then half of that. So that's another division by 2. So 2 to 4 to 8. Right, so it's 9/8 is the multiplier right here. So yeah, 36 of these divided by 0.66. And then times 9/8. That gives us the total amount of grade 1 produced. Okay, that's the grade 1 produced. And it's eaten at 1.33. So divided by 1.33, that gives us, I need 20 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I remember this. All right, so this is correctly sized. So we have this many of these, and it's producing at 1.66, or just 0.66. And then we're at 13.25 into this step, and it again needs to be divided by 1.33, saying I need 10 of these. I put down 12. Great work, me. And it produces, don't look at the grade 1, look at the grade 3. It times 0.66 again. So another reduction step. We need 7, it says. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I messed up somewhere. So I need 1 more of these, which I'm more than happy to put in. Still, shocking, right? Alright, so catching up, and this is going to make some number of overflow furnaces here. Don't worry about it. Don't look at it. Don't think about it. And so 6.5 running all the time, which we can do. And then this produces at 2 a second. It's 2 in, 2 out. So it's... Wait a second. No, I did that wrong. I mean, I'm not going to take anything I just did back. I took it wrong. So we have... No, the number that we need is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because there's a division by 2 step right here, which I didn't do, because it takes 2 in. So I only need 4 of these, and I have more. Alright, fine. I'm not taking it back. This is how we are. It's just fine. Everything's fine. I'm fine. You're fine. Here, I will take this back. Because there's no... Okay. 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 Breathe. 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 We're getting into math hell. Breathe. 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 Just carry the logic forward. Alright, so we only have that many, 3.2. So we're making 6.5 of the dust a second, is what this is saying to me. Which honestly isn't a lot. That's very little. And so now we come down here with 6.5, and this is 4 a second. It processes at 4 a second, so divide by 4. So I only need 2 of these guys, it says, to process all of this. That is the beginning of a world of pain, it seems like. I'm going to have to do all this math again. I do not believe in anything I've just said. Yeah, I'm going to do all the math over again. And then I'm going to put a nail in this right here because this is going to start getting real complicated. Alright, so take it from this top. We're going to go over the logic all again one more time because we found problems last time we did this. So 36. Maintain the fiction that we're going to keep them all running. We're not, let's just say we believe. So it's 0.66. So out of that comes just under 24 a second of grade 1. But we know, again, an eighth comes back, so it's divided by, it's times 9/8. So we say, in total, we're going to have 26 3/4 of grade 1 hitting these spinny beasts. And this gets eaten at 1.33, so divide by 1.33, great. It says we need 20 of these. We just went over all that, that's great. It produces at 1.66. 1.66, great. So we produced 13 of grade 2 in aggregate. And so right here, we come through to here then. This eats in quantity, divide by 1.33. And so we need 10 of these bad boys. We put in 12, and it produces at 0.66 again. So that puts us again at 1.58 dust. And it passes in grade 3, and it passes through an equal amount right here. We have too many of these, we don't care. So we're going to write that down. This is a very important number. 6.53 silver lead dust. If I remember nothing more, I should remember that. And it's an important thing that I write that down because I need to take a break right now. I will finish off maybe even the entire lead stack, honestly. This is going a lot faster than the other guys, and it's probably going to be shorter too. Like, if this really only needs 2, and in fact it really only needs 2, I could probably fit the rest of the lead processing thing in this area. Like maybe spill over onto this, and then it's going to be so short compared to the others. And I guess I do pull everything down to here to keep it even, and then have all the fluids down here. Maybe. And then leave all this space open. Like this space, this square is open right now to do like casting and smelting stuff. And so this will have many more, like maybe 2 more of casting, smelting space to be filled in later. Alright, I will think about that. Like I said, right now, I need a break, everybody. I will be back. Everyone, just sit here. You won't even notice anything. Alright, and back. A little time for you, but a lot of time for me. What was I doing? You probably know better than that. Scream it at the screen now if you know what I was doing. Is this lined up right? Yes. Okay, good. Very important to maintain consistency. Alright, so we crushed again, we crushed in a distinctly different way, and then we did this. Okay, which is also crushing, by the way. It's called secondary crushing, but in reality it's like quaternary crushing. But we're just going to leave it at that. And I have written down 6.58 silver lead dust per second, of course. And that seems like a whole little bout of dust. But this also fits with what I understand from the South Factory, where I had to have multiple layers of processing just to get a normal amount of lead. So lead might be in line for the first one I just copy and paste entirely somewhere farther to the west. Let's not think about that. Let's just assume that past me was indeed correct. And we have 6.58 silver lead dust per second coming off here. And we already have our silver out. When this jams up completely because we cannot process the lead any further, the silver lead dust will come all the way over here and we'll make silver right here. So even though we don't need lead, we will still have silver. Though obviously not in amounts that we need. So I think what we have to do right now is just reconfirm that we only need 2 of these. And this eats 4 silver lead dust a second. So yeah, confirmed. Also, we need to talk about a thing I did. I actually found time to work on the biofluid network a bit. Let me talk about what I've done. So right here. And if you look, it no longer looks stupid. I fixed the graphics, friends. Look at that. I fixed the graphics going that way. I fixed the graphics going this way. You notice how it doesn't have that stupid little dot anymore, except on the end. There's a dot right there. And it had to do with how it was layering the glow and the shadow effects. And I went and fixed it all. This wasn't while I was gone. This was yesterday. And I just forgot to tell you about it earlier. But I do not take credit for any of these graphics, really. I did not make them, and I didn't edit a single image. But I did play with the code until the images that were there were no longer just eye-wrenching. Did not hurt to gaze upon. And so, good. That's like almost the last thing I need to do in order to turn the grand biofluid patch in. I think we're in a pretty good place overall. I definitely think we've improved the workings of the system. So I can turn it in with, I can recommend it be rolled into core with pride. Hey, look, this was wrecked. Now it is not so. Um, Give me R's. This is one problem that's still outstanding. We want cyanic. I've been waffling back and forth on this. I reduced the request to 20,000 like it used to be, and that's in the current code that we see before us right now, and that's just fine for the moment. But the problem is, it won't be good once we get to higher level biofluid creatures. And that it works fine with Gobachovs because Gobachovs only carry 10k at most. What about that sprightly little guy that takes 40k in a single trip? Well, obviously, only requesting 20k isn't going to be great, especially since I've looked to the code and I know they're only going to pick up 20k. So it's just doesn't work, and I'm going to have to fix it. So I put it up to 100k. I got cold feet, took it back down to 20k, and I'm going to put it back up to 100k, and that's just all there's going to be. And if they do not like it, well, I guess they won't include it in the game, right? There's nothing saying they have to accept the patch. And we're just gonna clip that. There we go. That looks good. Look at that. Nice. Ugh. Ugh. Oh god. The nightmares. The nightmares are back upon me. There we go. Nice and straight. Nice and straight. Alright, so your cyanic is coming, your dust is here. You're gonna output some stuff. And the powder is what we want to talk about right now. So, I realized I traced this all out before. However, I don't remember even a little bit of that right now. So we're going to do it again, friends. Who's ready for some education? We're going to do the dust leads on the silver chain. The liquid leads on the lead chain. That I do remember. So, there we go. That button. Then we go from dust here. It's easier to do it here. Lead proc. The dust goes on a journey. We get the refined silver lead dust, stage 1 right here, and then it goes into a ball mill, and then from a ball mill into another screener. I'm gonna have to go get more screeners, right? Clip that for now. So ball mill. In theory, I'd like them right here, and keep this super compact. Refined silver lead dust. And you are going to make how much? So it's taking 6.58 in, and it is producing 2 out. So it's divided by 2. It's a half reduction step when it comes to dust. So of course 3.3 comes out. And if we're going to produce 3.3 a second, hey guys, high five, high five, high five. This I really like seeing. This is how it should be working. This is good. And then you guys just slam it all in, and cyanic has arrived. Beautiful. And now another wave is just starting, because these guys delivered and need more. More. Okay, so anyway, this eats at 0.8 a second. So now when you divide this by 0.8, and that's going to be like 5, right? Yeah, it's 4 and change. So we will be able to keep that in this row. So right here. And then we will move on somehow, right? So what I need to do is take you this way. And then we're going to end up doing something creative, which is, you know, keyword for bad. Okay, so you just crush all this. So it's just super easy. Just pull it straight out like this. Then you go this way. How it's not the, look how the belts are not aligned. Oh my god, the ugliness. Can't stand to look at it. Just here, maintain. So what do we do after this? So we have silver lead dust stage 2, and then we go on to slightly different dust. Look at the dramatic lighting on this dust. Look at this. It's just light on one side, pitch black on the other, representing the duality of dust. We have the good dust, we have the evil dust. One of these does shadow damage, and one of them's in love with the other one. I can already feel the plot line involved in this little icon. It's just intense, so intense. I need a screener. It's gonna be pretty hard to get these, right? Because the bots are gonna want to deliver them immediately. Right over here. Oh, maybe I can actually fill the screener hole in my heart. No, none of you guys. All you guys are just distractions. There's my screener. Oh, okay, we're gonna be fine. There's actually quite a lot of screeners. I love this factory. This works so well now. It just makes the buildings I need whenever I need them, even if I need them in gross quantity. Alright, so right here, now it's screener time. We have some amount of dust made, and we need to screen it again here in the dramatic dust. You have 2 products out. I wonder if we have a sand line up north. Probably do, question mark? Alright, so this is, again, we're dealing with, this is just a pass-through. Yeah, it's 0.8 to 0.8. So it's 3.3 a second into this. And so obviously we're going to need 4, because it processes at 1 a second. You know, it's just what it does. So we flip this guy around, and we put 4 of you in place. And I'm not going to wire up anything right here just yet. It's going to be over here somewhere. Maybe even over that far. And line up with its brothers up there. And just assume this is done. Okay. And there's going to be dust and dust. And then we have to go on to the next step. And I think this is where we have our choice. We either go into molten silver right here, right now. Oh, nice. Or we do not need the molten silver, and we overflow into this. All right. And that's in a flot. So throw our flot out here somehow. We've got one, right? Of course we do. We have all the buildings ever. And you make lead 1 out of this. And a bunch of other stuff I have to bring in. But look, we're actually researching the next tech level. It's only been like 400 hours on this. I mean, at least 400 hours, I think. Wow. I'm trash at this game. Oh, what a complete base rebuild does to a guy. Alright, so obviously we're going to need to bring in oleochemicals and Z3. So let's just do that right now. We're going to continue flowering off this. Give me a bunch of R's. So R, 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 R. I want oleochemicals. Quantity that much. Good. I want Z3. In quantity that much. Good. Good and good. And that will come along in a bit here. Now, and that will produce silver lead solution, which will join into this. No, not quite. It'll go ahead. And it has to be used with preference. Do I put the silver casters right here? Is this advisable? I mean, because that's what's next. Putting this right here seems... I don't know. Don't really like it. It's the correct proportions, but the cadence is off, you know? Bad feng shui. Here, let's take a look and see what we do down south. Because we're just re-implementing something that we've already built over here. And this is a bit of a mess, isn't it? Certainly is. Do I want to be looking at this? Because this suggests I might have to start thinking. And seeing this now before me, I understand I don't want to think at all ever about anything. Yeah, thinking is horrible. Okay, alright, I'm done. I'm done. None of that. So we'll need this somewhere in here if we're going to make the molten silver. And do I... Yeah, you just take the borax and the refined silver dust. What do we have here for lines? Well, obviously no borax for the titanium. So I have to bring in borax down here. And then sand castings can come from this side. Is that what I want to do? maybe bring borax down on this side too. Like an empty lane. Probably that, right? Probably that. Alright, so the logistics will come from the right then. And then we'll bring in the borax. Oh, no sand casting, just the borax. Guess it comes down on the left then. And then how many of these are we going to need, assuming that this is going full tilt? This is making 3.3 a second, another pass through. And then we'll need 6 of these, it looks like. Yeah. 6 is a number I did not want to deal with at the moment. So, let's see. Oh no, it's half of that really, because these are only Mark 1s I'm putting in. So it's only going to be 3. That is much more pleasant to hear. Yeah, get those casting machines. I'm going to need them. Alright, so bring those with me. So the number is 3, actually. And it will just be overwhelmed for a bit. 3 is very doable. Like so. And then you will make molten silver. Do I want to actually make the silver here and join up and then do everything here? That seems like a fine idea, right? And then just like so, and I want you to cast silver. Of course you're using the hot air recipe. And then sand casting will come from over there. And then that will work out, right? Question mark? Can I fit this? It certainly looks like I can fit this in. And hot air is right here. So this is going to be producing at a rate of 30 a second. This is going to be drinking at 50 a second. So this is good forever, essentially. So, yes, this is how we do it. How's it going down here? If I just go and look. We have a giant tank of molten silver. Dwarves everywhere hear this and just start shaking. Yeah, vampires too, for a different reason though. Why don't I have my Z3 regent? Where are you? No, this is one of the new additions, so I'm slightly paranoid. Plenty of Z3 regent. Plenty. So it has to be just in transit, right? That or everything's messing with me. Which is, if anything, much more probable. Z3 regent. Reagent. Why am I seeing no one tasked with this? We have plenty of people waiting around. They have to be flitting by right now, I just don't see them because they're so tiny and so green. Right there? Right there? No, that's oleochemicals coming back for another... Oh, there they are. Why so late? Why so long? You would think I know, since I have been working on this. But I don't. So, there. Okay, so solution, what happens right here is we make the zinc pulp, and then it goes into zinc pulp 2, and then it goes into solution, and then it has to underflow in these pipes, because we need to overflow these pipes out. This has to be used first, and we manage that using underflow valves. So alright, I suppose. Like, I'm very tempted to put these guys right here. And then this entire thing in a row down here. I don't think it'll do anything, because I have so much space to begin with. But, like, it'll look slightly cooler, won't it? Isn't that what this game is all about? Anyway, stop talking. Stop talking, start doing it. I think I'm going to call it at the end of silver. That's a good place to stop. So like so, and then you guys all just kind of back off by one. It doesn't look like we're aligned with anything at all here, which is kind of a problem. I guess I'll align the slot with the border here, just to try to have some dignity, right? Alright, so you make dramatic dust. Right here, right there, and then right there. Dramatic dust is made here, and then we have two things out, and you can both go on the same belt. And like so. And we will split out the sand, and the sand will go away. Easy enough, right? So you are sand. Good, good, good. And you are dramatic dust. Dust stage 3. There are... Okay, you can put the stage 3 pulp in barrels. Why you would do that, I don't know. Alright, like that. Like that. Like that. Okay, good. And then plug it in. Turn it up. Right there. Right there. Okay. That's very much off-centered. That's very ugly, but there's nothing I can do about it. He claims. So that all that's left is now the overflow right here. And here is the judgment step. Wiring this up is going to be kind of sucky, isn't it? We'll do it like this. What we need right now is a decider combinator, I think. We need to make a decision. And you have to live right here. And there has to be some input. I don't know what it is. And then you control this. This is enabled, disabled based on E is greater than or equal to 1. Like that. And then output E is 1 based on some condition. And that condition before was how much molten silver was in the system, right? Because we had a tank, right? And we were containing the molten silver, and we were only stopping. Here, we're backwards here, aren't we? This is what we should be doing. Just like right, well, yeah, just like right there, maybe one up. Just use the same line, right? And these guys will pick off all of the refined silver lead dust, stage 3. And then you'll get borax in through over here somehow. And sand casting, same way, also somehow. And then this will be ready to go. And then we'll put a aerial caravan right here for silver production. Even though I'm not sure entirely I believe in that placement, it'll be something like that, you know? Alright, so concentrate. What I want is to now take in all of this, like so. Oh, we're gonna have to get fuel in. Ooh, that's a problem, isn't it? Yeah, that is a problem. So maybe fuel comes from down over here somewhere. We have plenty of logistic space. We're gonna need more of it down south too, right? And we have a briquette line. We pull briquettes down like this because we are incredibly wasteful. So getting briquettes over here is actually going to be a little bit of a challenge, right? because of where I've put the aerial caravan. So I guess the aerial caravan comes over here. And that'll just make everything easier. So do it, right? Okay, so briquettes have to come down, borax has to come down, sand casting has to come down. And what we are doing, moving this like right here for no reason in particular. And then we wire up the canary. So just like so. Wire up molten silver. And then when this tank is over 25k, we'll release this to start recycling the molten silver again. And I'm pretty sure that makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense, well, I'll blame someone else at some other point. Will we please do this right? There we go. Now red to there, to here, to there. And then what we want to detect is molten silver. Quantity 25,000. Greater than that. All right, and then that will release this, and we'll start recycling. And how many of these do I need? Oh, that's a really good question, isn't it? So we're still producing 3.2, and this eats at 1.2. Uh-oh. So I actually need 3 of these. Oh. Oh, he says. So we have to take all of you and put them over there. Thank you, save game. This is all still good. It's just a little awkward now. But I am getting tired. It has been quite a day, and I'm actually quite lucky to have had time to come back and finish this. But we are getting close to the end of my durability. Alright, so there. All the logic remains. We just need 3 of these guys now. So flot, and then flot, and then flot. We probably don't need that. Don't worry, I'll get you. Don't worry at all, friend. You're safe with me. Alright, so not by any means perfect, but it's beginning to come together. Alright, so we'll bring in briquettes, we'll bring in borax from one side or another, probably both on this side, and it'll share between the aluminum. Then sand casting will pull over from right there, but we've put this here now. So I guess it has to come in right here. That's ugly. Guess we move it down a bit. That's ugly. There's just no escaping being ugly here, eh? Yeah. I'm getting close to being done, so I guess I'll just be done, right? So anyway, let's back up. We have made sand, and it's going to flow all through here, and eventually we have to get the sand out of here. So this is all misaligned. Friends, why do you do this? Why do you be like you are? So the sand is going to be ignored, obviously, and we have to get it out of here. So how do we get the borax and the briquettes off? So I suppose that's just one line right here, and we do snake belt. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is representing borax briquettes. So it'll be like this, and it will be borax and briquettes. Right? And then we have to get sand casting, and they'll come from over here because I feel I'm being lazy. I feel I should bring it down too. But it's just going to need more with lead. But it's right there. But I could be lazy. But it's right there. But I could be lazy. We'll probably be lazy. And then hot air is obviously just like tap in right there. Easy peasy. Done. And then oxygen is probably way over here. Yeah, we'll have to sneak this line through to get the oxygen in. Let's do it now. Not for any particular purpose. I just want to... I'm avoiding dealing with the sand problem over there. Let's see how good this line is. I'm also locking myself in now. This line, utter trash. Good to know. Good to know. So, go one down maybe. See how well this does. See how the vias I put in fare. Good, straight across, made it across titanium. And then copper is super easy because this area is unused. Perfect. And then right there. Okay, straight across, use the via. I put a via in. God, I'm getting good at this. What could have been a huge struggle is now I just slide it cleanly over. No problems whatsoever. Except when we get to right this point, we realize we have another line problem. Okay, we're moving the whatever this is. This is moving. You are moving. I'm not moving. You're moving. Alright. Okay. That was intentional. It was always on the plans. Okay. Oxygen brought in. Fantastic. So the next thing is to finally deal with the sand, which didn't want to do. I really just want to shut my brain off. Next stuff. This line will have sand on it, and this will pull everything off it doesn't need. Like, do I really just do this? And then bring the sand over like that? I guess. I mean, this doesn't feel good, but it's gonna work, right? Alright, sure. This is what we do. Now we pull it all the way up. And do we have a sand bucket up there somewhere? No. We kind of have to have one, right? Here, let's take a look at sand. Tell me the future of sand. It's produced by making sand, by that, in kimberlite processing, a lot in kimberlite processing, a lot in chromite processing, in lead processing, nextlet processing. Alright, so yes. Yeah. A sand line is warranted. So let's just go set all of that up, right? I don't have nearly enough belt for this. So we will figure something out. Because we have to set up this complete bit of infrastructure right now. There's no other line to lock into. I have to make that line. This is the first encounter we've had as a sentient people. Have a little flair. I know I'm tired, but come on. Have a little flair. This way, just go right past all of that. Like it doesn't even matter. And then... yeah, I'm pretty sure this is wrong in a lot of ways. I'm pretty sure I'm going to pay for it eventually. But for right now, it feels good, so let's not think about anything else, right? So I need some more belt. Give me more belt, please. Yes. Fill me with power. Okay, great. And then I need to establish an garbage bin for sand. And if we are keeping our pattern to sand comes in here somehow. And that somehow is up to me. So let's choose wisely. I suppose. So if I come in two above the stone line, it may not be terrible, right? Well, okay, it would be explicitly terrible right here. All right, so we go right there. It would be bad, and I don't want to do it. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So this is actually right here. And I guess I'm fine with that too. All right, 3 above the gravel. Right, great, fabulous work. This is a decision that will come to define the factory as a whole. And let me tell you, I nailed it. Okay, there, and just find our way all the way back. And we will wrap up silver, and then I will go get some rest. Call an end, take a screenshot, rant a bit. This is off. That's much more better. More better is better. True facts. Right, you no longer exist. When it comes between having readily available wind power and having aesthetically pleasing belt designs, the windmills get out of the way. Belt, most important of all. And right here, and just straight in. There, like that. Okay, looks great, feels great. That takes care of the sand out, which leaves us in a situation where, excuse me, this is all taken care of except for all the materials in and out, except for all the stuff, you know? Now we have to deal with this. I probably should have considered this a little more, but I guess it doesn't matter, right? It'll be fine. So it's just mushrooms. Standard design right here. Pick it all up, place it. Trim. Putting hot air first, putting compressed air first was probably a tactical mistake. It is gonna affect turning. So anyway, we do this and this, right? And it's just super duper simple. And then we do this, right? And these again, super duper simple. And now I need pressure pump. Can we see if I'm gonna need more than one of these? I really doubt it. Nah. No, actually I kind of do need 2, but I'm just gonna do 1 because it looks better and it's not gonna be needed anyway. So there we go. This is how you know I'm actually really tired. Discipline falling completely by the wayside. Still not gonna do bad wires. Okay, so then that you're pumped full. That's good. You're eventually gonna run loose when this is all going, but that's fine. fine again. Alright, so things to do. We need to bring down borax and sand casting and briquettes. We need to do all these things. So 3 lines coming down, I guess. And that's kind of a tall order. It's got to be 1, 2, and 3 right there. So there is sand casting. We're just going to bring you down right now. Like so. And I don't see briquettes right here, which means it has to be drug over. Right now we're just doing this purely for the screenshots. Having all this belt like this is just to make the screenshot cooler. It would probably be, well, there's also the thing that belts are free, whereas caravans are not free. I'm assuming they are more intensive on updates, requiring custom scripting as they do. However, belts are probably really baked in and optimized. So right there. And I'm going to need a lot more belt. I'm just going to run myself clean out, aren't I? Why is this happening to me? Why is it happening to me that I'm going the wrong way? Why did I do this entire belt the wrong way? How did no one stop me? Oh man, so tired. I gotta get out of this factory before I do something really bad. Before I attempt math. Alright, so let's get this stuff in. It's just simple belting from here on out, right? And then later there's gonna be a lot more problems. There we go. Just give it all to me. Goodbye. Bye, everybody. No, I don't want your flyers. I am not interested in subscribing to your newsletter. That's briquettes, right? And that's borax. So, by virtue of being the southernmost, borax, you come with me. This is going to be slightly awkward, isn't it? Because they're 2 apart. And that's the slightly awkward distance. Where are we? Not quite in front of lead. Okay, great. Then, we draw it down. So we're going to have to get limestone in our inventory. This is what I was afraid of. Oh, and maybe we have to put it going the right way too. Might help, just a little bit. Only a suggestion though. Ooh. Symmetry? Yeah, symmetry's more important. My values shift and squirm as I have to make decisions as I get more and more tired. How do I value things? Am I willing to let some things slide and other things not slide? Who can say? Only after a person has been tested do we really know if they have the courage of their convictions. And I'm really wondering if I'm going to have to bring any more solids in and or out. I really hope not, because I don't have many more lines here. It's one of the flaws of this design. I leave so much room for buildings that I don't have a lot of room for utility belting. Even though we're not having a huge problem at the moment. So this one right here has to be filled with briquettes. Slam my face against that, slam my face against that, over and over again. I think I'm going to be pulling up more windmills, right? No, not this time. Okay, good. Good, good, good. And just keep going, right? Train has no brakes because it's a belt and it just keeps going forever. I guess I should be grateful it doesn't just spill out over the end. Though I imagine there's a mod for that. There's a mod for everything. So we're just going to have to pick up this borax for right now. And we have to follow the same pattern as before, I think. I think this is correct. Yes. Okay. Briquettes. Home. And then that will have to leap. There's briquettes. Alright, so this will be the last of the material components I need. We'll use these lines, hopefully, for aluminum, which is next. I looked ahead at aluminum, guys, and aluminum has a major problem in it. I will describe it in detail. Probably not tomorrow, probably the day after tomorrow. Oh, I should check in and see how Salene's doing. Yeah, we made a big deal out of this before. Oh, it's not doing well at all, is it? No drilling fluid. And why is that? We have no drilling fluid. We have no sand. That is sand. Ah, it's broken. It is... Well, what's wrong with you? No guar gum. Alright, so that one's... This one's broken because it has copper ore in it. This one's broken because it needs more guar gum. And that comes from guar seeds. Which... Shouldn't this be really thinning out by now? Well, the belt is still completely full. And it is ticking down ever so slowly. I don't know how to interpret this. Nothing's moving. Because we don't need any guar, for God's sake. We need more of this. More space on the belt. So, okay, don't look at it. Just don't look at it. That. Do not look at that which you do not want to look at. I don't know what that means. It's something. So what we're going to do here is we're going to make a hybrid belt of borax and briquettes, both of which need to be like this. So you go like that, and then you go like this. And I have been avoiding these style of hybrid belts, but I'm pretty sure it is going to work out just fine in these circumstances. And I'm even going to put in one dedicated hand for each. So you are the borax hand, and you are the briquette hand. Right there. Bang, bang. Right there, right there. Alright, turn it on. Then obviously you'll need power somehow. Alright, so that's in, and that's all ready. Leaving only sand casting, and yeah, I'm gonna be busy, I guess. Because, no, we already brought it over. I guess I've already taken the choice not, I have made the choice not to be lazy. And apparently, it took me a second to get my own memo. Again, more testament to the fact that I'm a little tired right now. Where is my output? Right there. How to do. Because we've already kind of messed up our life with this, right? could mess up our life over here instead. And then maybe not do it better, but definitely do it differently. Alright, this episode's too long. I am too tired. I gotta get out of here. This way, and this way. And then just straight in. Alright, so you have everything you need to function. Except a soul and a heart. Alright, silver comes over, and then we have to remember this isn't the only silver. Because we still make silver plate over here. Maybe we should bring it along the side. Look right there. Maybe we should shorten this right here. And then we pull silver this way. Yeah. This has good idea written all over it. I wonder how long it's been since I've deployed so much belt in a single episode. Typically the age of belt is beyond us. It's behind us, rather. Guess we just come here, right? And then performatively join in. Though it doesn't even need to do that. It can just dead end straight in based on how these works. No, it should join. There we go. And so we have a silver bucket right here. Silver bucket kind of the, comma the. And we have it properly regulated, I think. And I might have all of the math done right. Anyway, I'll inspect all this tomorrow, or maybe I'll just turn the machine on. I don't know what I'm going to do. What I am going to do, though, at the moment, is I'm going to call this. And we are going to be done. I'm going to go give a nice little recap about what I can remember from this episode. And then I'm done. I'm going to go do something else. Just going to say goodbye to everybody. So, upsy, goesies, here'sy, isy. Zoom in. Thank you, bots. Thank you, kind bots. Right here, and then sure. Then a big zoom out to about this zoom level. Okay, we're going to call this good. So print screen, take a screenshot. What did I do today? There were some chores, right? We had to fix some things like sulfur. We set up a couple, we unplugged sulfur and we probably tripled production up here. We fixed GUAAAAAAR a little bit, though it's still behind, and I'm suddenly wondering if this is going to produce anywhere near enough seeds. You know, if I have to add a lot more seed processors over here, maybe, or upgrade the recipe, or add more fields or something, because for one guar gum doing so much, perhaps this saline water is more expensive than I've appreciated. Yeah, and and the whales can only haul 9,000 seeds, and that becomes what, like 700 guar gums, and it gets split. Yeah, this may not be the solution I'm hoping for, is what I'm trying to say here. We probably can see it in the graphs, how saline water is spiky. Like, is made and not made, is made and not made, and that's just guar or not guar. But we're gonna let this area digest a little bit because it's all clogged up right now. It's slowly trending back towards normal, but it's gonna take a while for it to hit there. It only processed like 5K guar off that belt in the time. That wasn't enough to make any space even. So anyway, stop thinking about that. The major event of the day, of course, was starting off on the lead processing stack. And we got through all of the silver branch of the lead processing stack because lead and silver are produced more or less at the same time. So this block, this block, this block, and we have a silver out, which I believe we have adopted all of the lessons that we have learned down south. And that is ready to go properly now with overflows in place and making sure that nothing will ever clog. I've been wrong every other time I've claimed something like this about lead, so it's going to be a fun time watching how this breaks. Next episode, finishing it off. There's honestly not much left to do. I can probably do all the rest of lead in this block, making it by far the most compact tower that we have done so far. Like even the phosphorus chain is shorter. Whatever. Spiders can blow up whatever they want. So the question is, if I stop here, and then this is reserved, and this is reserved, then we have this block, and this block, just to be used for something. Because I've already decided I'm gonna draw everything down to this point, and then forge it. It's just terribly inefficient buffer-wise, but it looks cool. That's what counts, right? Look at this. Look at these belts right here. Looks awesome. So yeah, that's what I did today. And I'm really tired, and I'm going to stop now. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.